Hey y'all, it's August the 12th, 2018. Thank you for joining me and I appreciate you. I'm about to dive into some stuff. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty as far as the what's being called the interrogation of Nikolas Cruz. Parkland shooting, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, over there in Florida. Alright, we're about to dive into it, but I can't actually watch the video yet. It's just an intro. I'm about to go, get along, go somewhere else where I get some good Wi-Fi connection, some internet connection. I'll be able to watch the video of this whole thing. I've seen, obviously, clips and this and that. I've seen him with his brother. I've seen him talking to this guy right here at the top, the guy who's balding. I've seen that guy. I mean, you see him a lot. In fact, you see him most of the time. It's this guy. You'll notice. And I wanted to, before we go into it, like I said, I haven't even seen all that I want to see yet. There's some stuff I had to catch up. I've done some overtime at work, getting that money. All right? So that is what it is. I didn't have time, and so now I'm catching up. I've seen parts of it, and we're about to find out a little bit more. I've seen enough. I feel like I've seen enough, but definitely we're going to find out some more. Before I do, I want to go over it. While I'm here at this place, it's not good connection. I can't watch this video, but I can look at this stuff with you real quick. So before I see the video, I'm going to go over. I searched Nikolas Cruz. I just put Nikolas Cruz, and I put the search on and say, give me just whatever from this week. All right, just give me from whatever from this week, whatever's popping on YouTube, what's trending on YouTube. I want to know. I want to know all about it. All right, so right there at the tippy top, you got Parkland school shooter Nikolas Cruz's police interrogation, Miami Herald, 2 days ago, 38,000 views. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but under it is global news. I don't know who that is either. But they got 392,000 views on their Parkland school shooting suspect Nikolas Cruz confession. Full interview, Nikolas Cruz breaks down during video. See, I wanted to get a feel for what, before we even dive into it, I wanted to get a feel for what people are pouring out. And people in different entities and different publications, for some reason, they're just going gung-ho, I guess you would say. That'd be a good word for it. Just going gung-ho and just putting out this and that and the other, considering this topic. Might talk about that later on in this video. But right now, look, full interview. Nikolas Cruz breaks down during video. Parkland shooter Nikolas Cruz gets interrogated by detectives from The Sun. That's a 3-minute video. Listen to the conversation between Nikolas Cruz and probably his brother. Alleged Florida school shooter Nikolas Cruz in police custody. I don't know. Stoneman Douglas shooter Nikolas Cruz confession by TMZ. I was like, dude, everybody and their mama, you can see. It's going to go on and on. We're not going to go to the end of the list, obviously, but it's, you're going to see. I mean, look at it. It's a lot of people is talking about it. It's so many people just jumping on this train and just riding it for however long that they can. They're getting hits, and they're getting views, and they're getting this and that, and they're getting advertisement money and stuff like this. Parkland shooter Nikolas Cruz interrogation video. Nikolas Cruz's brother confronts him after Parkland. Nikolas Cruz says voices told him burn, kill, destroy. We've talked about that, but we'll probably talk about that a little bit more. Parkland shooting suspect Nikolas Cruz says he heard voices burn, kill, destroy. Parkland school shooting. Raw accused Parkland shooter video interview. Parkland gunman Nikolas Cruz interrogation video. And then you're gonna notice interrogatory Rio Nikolas Cruz el autor de la it's all in I guess this is Spanish. I don't know if that's Spanish or French. Chilling interrogation video of Parkland shooting. Parkland suspect alleged video confession is released. Parkland suspect says he planned another shooting. Parkland shooter claims demon instructed him to blah blah blah. Parkland shooting suspect says he bought an AR because blah blah blah. Nikolas Cruz dice que hotel masacre. And I don't know. Parkland shooting suspect spoke of voices. Says he, you already see. There's a lot of Spanish. You gotta understand. There's a lot of Spanish publications really talking about this, and you can't even blame them because Cruz is typically it's a Spanish type of name. Video released of Parkland shooter's interrogation. Video interrogation of Florida school shooter. Brother of Nikolas Cruz tells him be strong. Disturbing look inside the mind of a Parkland gunman. Full video. Nikolas Cruz interrogation after Parkland. Video interrogation of Florida school shooter Nikolas Cruz. Video of interrogation interview released. El video del interrogatorio. Nikolas es presidente. Sorry, but you notice it's a lot of Spanish. I mean, I just wanted to run you through it, and like I said, dude, we just keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. It's not the amount of people who's viewing it, which is exceptional, and that is exceptional, but it's the amount of people who's covering it. That's stupid. It is stupidly exceptional. All right, so to let you know, this is sensational, right? So the way the media is covering it is very sensational. You can see. You could argue whether or not, that's not good, that they sensationalize. And I would say probably isn't. This is one of the most recent, the guy at the top, I saw that. He's one of the most recent. He's putting up numbers. He's got 48 views. He's talking about the correlation between no father and Nikolas Cruz. And the thing is, I do also believe that there is a correlation in this story, me personally, what I've seen, right? So, I think he might be agreeing, but the thing is, I haven't seen that video. There's a lot of videos. See, this is just this week. This is just this week. I mean, we're not even like 3 days deep. Sometimes we're 5 days deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, it's too much buffering, all right? I don't have a good connection. But you see what the heck I'm talking about, right? Prosecutor man trained, and also look, man trained kids for school shooting, and everybody was talking about that too. Also, by the way, I don't know if y'all caught that. It was like in Arizona or something. I don't even know, New Mexico or somewhere. This jihadi man who's like, stuff we're not supposed to talk about. I mean, dude, this dude was, I heard some stuff. You probably heard it too. So jihadi man. I don't know. He's starving children. But anyways, look at this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's a lot of videos. Right? Right. So that being said, they didn't really say very much. We ran through a whole list and read the whole titles of all of them. They didn't really even say anything. It was nothing that jumped out and said, oh, man, here's some information that's different than everybody else. Now, hell no. It was the same information over and 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 over. And nothing really being said except, certain things pop out like demons and voices. A demon said, burn, kill, destroy. A demon and voices and this and that. And hey, there's his brother and stuff. I thought that was really nice. I thought it was pretty genuine, And it's a terrible shame that it was so impersonal. It was maybe because the dude was watching them just right off camera, staring at them while they were hugging each other. It's like, dude, these guys are brothers. You might not staring at them while they're hugging each other and stuff. It's kind of weird. But, the whole thing was weird as far as I've seen. And like I said, we're about to really, if I can find anything, we're under time constraints because obviously there's other things that we got to do today. But, yeah, we're gonna see what we can find out, what's going on here. Anyways, August the 12th, I believe, 2018. And I appreciate y'all. Holler at y'all in just a moment. Hey y'all. Alright, it is August the 12th, 2018. I was going to make this video real quick, real briefly. I thought I was going to make 2 different videos. Alright, one video was the earlier half of this video in which, I show you that, okay, I've seen some things, but obviously I haven't seen all the things. because it's like 10 hours of footage, 10 plus hours. So I wanted to make some time before I could inspect the rest of the video. So just a little while ago I skimmed through it, and I was able to skim through it and look through it extensively. It's a clip, and actually you can find a clip on the internet if you want to, probably USA Today, and see footage. Alright, it's 10 plus hours long if you wanted to. And of course you're going to skim through it and skip through parts and stuff like this. So I just got done doing that a while ago. Thought I would just go ahead and make this one whole long video just to say that there's hardly anything else that I could share with y'all. We've seen it already, like when you if you YouTube search it or wherever for you at, if you search for it and it comes up, like the various videos in which people cover the interviews and this and that, the interactions, they have everything that you need, basically. I mean, that's all that there is on this 10 plus hours long footage. Like, I really sincerely thought that there would be a lot more to it. There isn't. Alright, if you want to watch a young man sleep and stuff, if that's what you, I don't know, that's I guess that's part of, that's, what in the world was that? Alright, it's a per excuse for, I don't know, entertainment. Some people seem to be entertained by it. Alright, I wanted to talk about it real quick, just real quick, because for number one, I'm tired. Probably gotta go to sleep soon. But for number two, like I said, nothing was really, I mean, we already covered it, basically, what happened and stuff. And there's only a couple different notes that we could touch on. You know, and I'm not sure if we can make those separate videos, but it's suffice to say, nothing really was shared. The first note that I want to touch on, and like I said, we might elaborate later, is that, God, that's terrible. It's a terrible situation. And it's painful to watch. I mean, like, it hurt to sit down, for me to sit down that long and just skim through. I can imagine, you know, the thing is, the process in which the people go through is terrible, right? And like I said, make a whole other video about it. It's terrible. When people go through, you might say, oh, well, you know, these people are incriminated in crimes and stuff. Who really cares about how comfortable they are and how much consideration they're shown? And I'll say you got a point there, but at the same time, what about the people who aren't even guilty? And there are people brought in who are not guilty of these crimes. You know why you treat them like dirt, treat them like garbage? You know, you videotape them for hours and hours and hours on there and stuff, man, handcuffing them and this and that, putting them in there. I understand that there is a danger involved in stuff, and protocol is the way it is for a reason, but it's like, this whole video just gives you an insight, because, I mean, imagine someone who, for all intents and purposes, is innocent. I mean, until proven guilty, right? And this is how they're treated. Meanwhile, you know, you can stop and think about different angles. I mean, you take yourself over to Chicago, for example, and that's a universal example of people getting shot up and down, right? You understand that? I mean, you're dealing with probably a lot of different savages and this and that. I mean, a lot of people who are just willing to kill each other, kill people who look just like them, right? And, you know, so a big note that I took away from this video in particular is that our justice system is a nightmare, like to the point where it could not hardly get any worse. It really couldn't hardly get no worse. It's really, really bad, and it's inefficient, and it doesn't make any damn sense, right? Meanwhile, you know, it's just not, it's not facilitated to be able to, you know, it's not enough resources, I guess, especially in these big cities. And just the thing, man, the bigger your city is, the more just inconsiderate, I guess, your justice system is going to be. Period. I mean, that's how it goes. I think this video, I mean, if anything, that this video, the confession, whatever you want to call it, the interrogation, shows us clearly, saying that we're in a bad way, all right? But I also want to touch upon some things, I mean, just to dive in a little bit further into the theory, the conspiracy theory of this whole thing, the theories that we might have, and I've heard a number of them. All right, I just want to throw it out there because, was it John Corciaccio? I forget what his name is. The guy who's talking to Nick Cruz a lot. Curcio, John something or other. All right, the guy with the big gut, dude, and the greasy hair and stuff like this. He goes in and he talks to Nick Cruz, and, like a lot of people pointed out, he's very condescending. He's very impersonable. He's like the worst person for the job, dude. And it's like, dude, how's this happen over and over and over and over and over again? It's like, dude, you get the very worst person for this job, just like all the other jobs. It's just not, I mean, beyond incompetent, just like really not the right fit for, you know what I mean? So he's really just annoying. He's annoying to everybody. Most of the people watching this video are annoyed sincerely by this guy. All right. He's just not, he doesn't seem savory, right? So he's doing this and that, and right off the bat, there's certain things that just jump out at you, like when Nikolas Cruz brings up the voices, all right? Mind you, there's no reason, like, this guy's just taking down statements and stuff. Whether or not he believes Nick Cruz, as far as the voices go, it's like, no, who cares? Who could possibly care whether or not this guy believes that Nick Cruz is hearing voices? Why don't you just take see, that's the thing, it's like he doesn't even know what his damn job is. Your job is to take down a statement and write it down and shut the hell up. I mean, just ask the questions and leave it at that. But, he's asking questions, and then Nick Cruz says, the voices told him to do this, told him to do that. And it's like this guy gets all kind of defensive, and he's like, dude, I don't even believe you heard voices. It's like, dude, it's not even your place. And I mean, it was all very absurd and completely socially awkward. But it's like not even your place to say, oh, I don't believe that you heard voices. What are you, the prosecutor and stuff? Dude, I thought you were a detective. Why don't you write down the damn statements? Like I said, it's completely over the top annoying to the point where it was suspect. To the point where it is suspect, to be honest with you. That's how annoying it was. Right, because he's like so quick to know, no, there's no voices. You're making it up. No, this is, but you shut the hell up. And it's like, dude, meanwhile, I don't know who's in operation of that machine that was probably pointing at Nick Cruz, and I know we're jumping off in conspiracy theory land, but dude, he's hearing the voices at that particular time. Right? Some young man, he's talking to some, and this guy's telling, oh, I don't believe you. It's like, dude, okay. Either we're looking at something that I just completely don't understand. I have no idea how it works and stuff like this, and I'll never get it. Either that, or we're looking at a clear and perverse example of psychological torturing clearly in front of our eyeballs by a greasy-haired, pot-bellied, kind of a jerk, basically. That's kind of what it looked like we were watching. All right, I'm going to stuff you in a room, maybe sit you in there for about 10 hours. All right, not giving a damn about you. All right, off doing whatever else. God knows what else. Sit you in that room. Maybe take a statement from you every few hours. Stuff like this. Try and see if maybe you'll wig out and stuff and get you on video camera. And then when later on, we're going to release it to the public and call you a crazy monster. Every time the videos come out, I think y'all notice that they're always described as chilling. It's like, what the hell is chilling about this? There ain't nothing chilling about this video except the way that people get treated of in the justice system, to include a young man like Nikolas Cruz, who's quite obviously scared, irregardless of what crime he committed. He's scared as hell. All right. And that's basically all I got from it. And you'll notice that, like I said, not only is a homeboy very condescending, very greasy, very potbelly and stuff like this, but he does make mention of the very much keynotes, and that he's what he's trying to do is take the whole situation and rub it in Nick Cruz's face. Basically, that's what he's trying to do. He's not trying to be like a detective or something. He's not trying to get down to the bottom of anything. He's trying to take the whole situation, kind of rub it in Nick Cruz's face, ask Nick Cruz to explain all sort of stuff that it's not even appropriate, nor is it urgent. Now, the stuff he's asking them is like stuff that they need to know right now. It's just like go in there, poke him and prod him, kind of throw the situation in his face and have fun with him, I guess. Meanwhile, like I said, I mean, who knows? Maybe down the block, got a machine pointed at Nick Cruz. All right, it called me a crazy person, but the technology exists. All right, wouldn't it be perfect? I mean, that's the thing about it. We're talking about theories about conspiracies. What is a conspiracy? Well, that's people working together. They're colluding, basically. You heard the word collusion? All right, that's what I'm talking about. And I mean, dude, he couldn't look more suspect, this guy, John Curcio. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, and the thing is, I gotta know that John Curcio is a network of people who are also probably greasy and pot-bellied, stuff like that. Maybe very, very mischievous. All right, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later. It's August the 12th, 2018, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for all y'all's good work, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.